Oh, here we go.
Boom. Live now.
We here? We in? Yeah, man. So anyway, how was your week, man? Pretty good. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. I was in Fulton County Detention Center. I haven't been there in 10 years.
What the hell?
Yeah, y'all didn't know y'all was coming on to this, but you know what? Why don't you defer away from me and defer to our friendly host, co-host here, who's just hanging out with us right now.
We got Bella, Mo, and then we got Remy on the line right now.
Yes,
you know, and man, we're so happy, man, to have him because it's kind of fitting for what we're talking about. But hey, can I say something before we get started?
Say something real quick, black man.
How did you feel about Matt Ryan leaving the Falcons?
Oh shit, I knew this shit was going. So look, Matt Ryan is the single best player the Falcons have ever had.
All
now,
right, let's go ahead and move
hold
on.
on. That is damning with faint praise because the Falcons had a bunch of shitty players. But Matt Ryan has only represented this club with decency and professionalism. He came in after Mike Vick just totally shit the bed and Bobby Petrino, and he represented Atlanta very well, just like Freddie Freeman. So we lost Freeman and Matt Ryan in the same week. And I mean, Atlanta should pour out a little bit of liquor for both of those gentlemen who are leaving. You know what I'm saying? But we got to look forward to the future. The Braves, I think, have a great future. The Falcons, I don't know what's going on with that. So that's all I got. Deshaun Watson, I feel like the Falcons had to go after Deshaun Watson. He's a local guy. He's an incredibly talented guy. I mean, 22 women said he sexually assaulted them. I mean, I feel like, you know, I might not have gone after them with that being the case. But, you know, I mean, you want to win. So you got to balance out winning versus moral. So what do you do?
All right, I'm going to leave. The way you came in with that, and that, I mean, listen.
I wasn't going to say nothing. You brought me in on that.
Okay, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Now we got Russell Wilson. I'm excited about that shit.
Congratulations. That was a coup. That was very much a coup.
That was huge.
Yeah.
And I just want to say this. You know, we've had Teddy Bridgewater. We've had a number of awful quarterbacks.
Yes.
And
even Peyton Manning wasn't great outside of that first year.
All right. Super Bowl appearances, one Super Bowl win, for the record.
All right. I'm just saying he was only good for one of those.
And I get what you're saying. Playoffs every year.
Right, yeah.
2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl win. But I mean, now that's not Larry's opinion. It's factual. Now the point is why I'm saying that is that we've had awful quarterbacks, and we only get 6 or 7 wins. You don't have to spend $100 million to get 6 or 7 wins every year. That's all I'm saying.
You're probably right about that, but what about these ladies that are accompanying us this evening?
All right, let's
who are donating their time?
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about
at
sports.
A premium.
There's
a lot of demand for the time of these ladies, and like they're donating that time to us just to hang out with us. I feel like we need to acknowledge that. We have to acknowledge that.
Well, thank you for coming on. What were y'all talking about earlier?
Some of everything. Kids, mothering, letting other people raise your kids.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That is a lot. We were talking about.
That is definitely a lot.
Remy got kids?
We got Remy on the line. We got Remy on the line here. Let us not recognize Remy who's on the line here.
Hey, Remy.
Hey.
Remy, you have kids?
No, I don't got kids.
You a dog mom?
I'm a cat mom. Oh, yeah, I'm a dog mom, too. I got 5 dogs and a cat.
Wow.
Yeah. What kind of dogs is it that they are again?
I got 4 Frenchies and 1 English Bulldog.
Oh, my.
They all live in the same house?
Yeah, they downstairs.
Oh,
they get along pretty well, though.
They do?
Yeah, they good. They're pretty good dogs.
Wow, okay.
All right.
We train them, we breed them, all that. So they good.
Oh.
So they get lots of. Are they male, female? What's the gender distribution?
I have Coco, Pebbles, Bella, 3 girl dogs and 2 boy dogs.
They say how much for a dog?
Is that what
it depends on the breed. So the lowest you get is $2,000.
All right.
I think you might have a
all y'all out there in Beer in a Conversation land, if you're looking for some breeding, here you go.
I want some bits from my house. I'm having a barbecue at my house this weekend, by the way. You're invited. They just finished my patio. We're going to have like some frozen margaritas and frozen strawberry daiquiris and stuff like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you know what? And if, she has...
Remy
gotta come.
Remember they said you gotta come to.
What about?
I'm pulling up.
Make sure we put Remy on the rim. You know what I'm saying? As a floater.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Lord.
Yeah.
That's cute. I like that.
Somebody
Is
trying
that
to.
Fred?
Somebody trying to call. I don't know. What
Yeah. So moving forward, we had this idea, right? And so we were talking about catfishing.
Yes.
And like, so a lot of people think, oh, catfishing is, you know, somebody who is into bariatrics or, you know, like one
Bariatrics.
It's a form of medicine where they do gastric bypass.
Yeah, no, I know what it is.
Okay, well, yeah.
I think he's trying to be
all of our
positive,
people may not know what it is. So I'm just
Right,
saying.
because I don't want to say other words. So, you know what I mean? And so, but
You want me to say them for you?
absolutely.
So you're saying that some people think that heavier people tend to be the ones that do the most catfish.
I need to pick up on that.
I didn't.
I mean, if you want to be technical, it really is because they're not comfortable with themselves. So they pick somebody else picture who they really want to look like or they're inspired by, and they use them and be catfishing motherfuckers.
But you know what? You know what, Remy? I feel like that's actually a little bit more honest than the type of catfishing I'm talking about.
What kind are you talking about?
What was that Drake song? Nice for what? He's like, you gotta hit that phone like you hit them angles.
Oh, you saying picture wise? Like, social media people don't look like they do in person.
These people are like blemish free, just. Everything about them is just super clean, man. And you get in a car, man, there's shoes and shit all over the fucking place. And ain't no gas in the tank. I'm telling you, they posting Jaguars and shit.
That's kind of like the situation.
I mean, you gotta fake it till you make it.
It's funny. It's
Why
funny.
though? Why though?
It's
Why
funny.
you gotta fake it to you? Go ahead. Go. I'm sorry, Rashid.
It's funny he said because I'm old, and so like Larry is always telling me how old I am, and so I'm old, and I remember the days of like when you was trying to get, you know, when you're trying to nurture a relationship online.
Courting?
Regardless of what the nature of the relationship might be. It might be a 24-hour relationship, might be a 24-year relationship, whatever. But that, you know, like we didn't have like cameras on our phones or whatever. So you had to like take a picture, you had to put on a scanner, then you had to like put on a disc, then you had to like upload it to the internet. And so not a lot of people had that. And so you had to rely on like an honest description.
Yeah, to meet
you had to be
somebody
like,
out in person.
what'd you look like?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, they say like I'm curving in the right places. That was always the thing you hear. And that was usually true, but they were generally curving in the wrong places too. So
I'm
there's
gonna
that
say
whole
I'm gonna
thing,
need
but-
to see that shit because I already know how that game goes. I live in Atlanta. Atlanta is a city of super deception. And I mean, you just may as well just be your damn self, hell. And then if somebody like you, they can help you along the way. Shit, we all need a little bit of help. You know, but I can say, well, look, well, shoot,
We do all need. We all need some
let's
help.
get up.
Yes.
Both of us need to go and do some working out. We probably
Word.
could both tighten up in a few areas.
We can get a jog in the
know?
morning. We can get a jog. We can go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? We can like change our diet. We can get on like keto or like Atkins maybe. You know,
Yeah.
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
So what made you bring that topic up?
well, I mean, we just got to thinking. So my brother.
That's the right question.
Okay, yeah, my brother he wanted to do a topic on dating in Atlanta. I said, we can't just like, we're too creative, right? So we can't just say dating in Atlanta. We have to say something, we have to talk about something that's relevant, like something that people deal with, deception. Stacks of
That's
money.
worldwide.
I'm borrowing my homeboy's car.
I can honestly say I've been a victim of that.
Well, shit, if you live
Tell
in
us
Atlanta,
about it. Tell us about
sooner
it.
than back then, and I just feel like people. It's kind of like you never know people till you move in with them. Kind of like that. Kind of
Shit,
catfishing.
you don't
There's something.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
something to be
So
said for
that's
that.
catfishing
That
to the
is.
degree that he's saying, and then you think people got their stuff together. I think it's fucked up how I feel like if they're keeping you in the now, what they do behind it don't matter because they're entertaining you. And so I think that once people let you on the inside, then you judge them. You know, if a guy or a woman. But I'm a woman, so I said, guy, if he can come and get you every time for a date, we don't know who guard is, but he's coming, he's paying
Right.
he's paying for the trips, bitch. You know, you standing out, you're the who has this bitch over there. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then you lose respect for him when he brings you in.
Yeah.
And I feel that sometimes we make it hard for people to be themselves.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times people judge themselves. Judge people, you know. I can't say I've done that before, you know. I was like, hold on now, bitch, this ain't what you said, you know, this is not that. But, you know, how did you maintain this? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes people can make people be deceiving because, you know, if someone come to you and say, hey, I really like you, I ain't really got it like that right now, I'm building, you know what I'm saying, I'm staying with my aunt or I'm staying with my mom, but I got my own car, I got a job, I ain't making $700,000 a year, but you're making a good 7,500 grand, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if people are honest, then that gives us, and sometimes we look at people and we be like, that ain't good enough for me. So motherfuckers gotta tell you, you know, as long as they doing what they supposed to do, I don't give a fuck whether they catfish or not. As long as you look like what the fuck you supposed to look like, get the job done.
I mean, that's foundational. Is that you like look like you say you look like? Like if you look like you say you look like. What the fuck?
Minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
sure. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Who's it?
Why my phone down?
Oh,
I haven't judged enough. I didn't.
That's because you be
enough.
on it too much.
I do. I be working though. I be working.
You need a backup one. You know, but I got two of them my damn self, so I know how it is. But
She's at her phone.
But
so hold on. Did I hear? But did I hear that there's not enough judgment going on here?
No, see, I said I haven't judged enough because I've been that person that didn't have my shit together in life. So I was always taught.
What does that mean though? Like you didn't have it together.
So
like
you
you didn't have
so
$1 million
I think it's a
in the
date in
bank.
your
What
status.
is?
Not even that. I was taught never to judge a man by where he's at because, you know, you can meet a guy that is staying at home with his mom, but it wasn't like that. He could have just gone through a divorce and, you know, he's getting himself back on his feet and that's where he is right now. That don't mean he's just a bum or a slob or, you know, whatever. Because some people's divorces are really hard.
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Of course.
And it hits them
No, for real.
Right about that.
It hits them
but
hard
yeah, go ahead.
financially.
Yes, it does.
But everybody's not as understanding.
Right,
You see what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So,
right.
like, in a perfect world, a woman
shouldn't
will
have been so damn
understand it. You know what I'm saying? No, you should
Sure.
definitely. Because we like you said,
I said I shouldn't have been.
No, I think you, well, to a certain extent, but I do feel
Sure.
like.
There's a threshold.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just different. I feel like it's the same thing as women or men having these statuses of things that they want each
Yeah.
other to be and they can't provide it for themselves.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a form of catfishing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to buy me a bag, nigga.
And you don't
my
even buy it
credit
yourself.
and you ain't even got that shit yourself. You know,
Yeah.
that's
I agree.
a form of catfishing to me. Like, you're deceiving me, bitch, to be somebody that you
Yeah.
ain't, you know?
So let me. I want to ask you ladies a quick question because we had I can't even remember the names. It's been so long. We've been doing this for a while and we've had like a lot of co-hosts and whatnot. What are the two ladies right before COVID that came on?
Brittany and Mary.
Yes, Brittany and Mary.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: do you all have much experience dating like outside of black men? And how does this play out? If you do have that experience, how does this play out there? Is it different?
I haven't, but I thought about it. I did want to. There was this.
Have you had white boys hit on you and just be like,
No, it was a really cute white boy.
Oh my God.
On Bumble.
like
It was
flexing those locks on you?
No. It was a really cute white boy on Bumble, and you know, I found him attractive. We were making conversation. And then he was like, well, I'm not really in Atlanta. I travel back and forth. And that shit just went. I was like, nah, I ain't interested in that because that sounds like some bullshit. I don't care what color. Bullshit don't discriminate. It knows no color, no nothing. It's just, that's what it is. And I just wasn't finna entertain bullshit. I don't care what color you are.
Sure.
I just don't. You don't live here. You in and out. You not permanent. Nah, I'm not.
I will hold my
Me, honestly, no. I never dated outside my race, and I honestly don't want to either.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just, I'm Haitian for one, so when you go back to our history and stuff, I get triggered a little bit. I don't, I'm good. And that's just me being honest.
So you watch Roots and get mad? You watch Roots and get re-mad?
Hell no. I like
what,
watching that shit like that.
Toby.
I know for me, I've never been.
I don't see myself.
I've never been in a relationship with a white man. I have dated a white man.
That's a broad
I understand that distinction that you're making.
I
understand the distinction you're making there.
Right. No, I'm saying for me because that's the only I've never
of course,
Mexican or Jamaican or you know what I'm saying, or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Okay.
But I know for
non-Negroes.
the white man that I was dating, it was a different experience. And I hate to say this, and I pray to God this does not come back and bite me and my husband. They are more open to whatever. And I'm trying to say that in the most like respectful way.
And then I'm hearing you say that, best friend. I think I kind of lied a little bit because I did. I was dating a white man. Hold on, y'all. Listen.
Now it starts coming.
I had to reflect because I left my little past life stuff alone. But when I go back, I'm like, bitch, you did. You had a whole sugar daddy.
Yeah.
All right, dude. All right. So number one, are there any more confessions that need to come out here before we wrap this up?
Talking. Hold on, 5 seconds.
That was the only confession.
And what race was this?
White.
It was a white dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was definitely different. Though.
So there's like some sort of scientific theory that says that attraction from specifically white women towards black men is rooted in something called sadomasochism. Okay. It's a dominatrix form of sex. I mean, and so just the idea of being dominated
by a black man.
Yeah. Are you a sadomasochist too?
I don't know. Say that. What was I know I'm a dominant bitch. I can say that.
So maybe sadomasochism
I mean, it's sadism and masochism. All right, so it's like sadism being like.
No, I'm not a sadomasochism. That's the word.
Yeah. It's a mixture of sadism. Masochism is like you being like a glutton for punishment.
No, I'm the person.
And then there's sadism, which is you being a glutton for punishing.
Maybe the guy. So expound on what you were saying is like.
You already let the cat out of the bag.
Okay. So I like to be dominant. And I know, like, the black men that I ran into, they don't be with that shit.
Ain't trying to fuck with it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm very, like...
but the white boy was all about that shit, right? He was putting shit up his ass, right? I was like,
Hey, no, she's not lying.
It's fine. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not
not even...
There's a cultural difference. Cultural differences.
Not even just that, like... I don't know. White men are just different, and I have no desire to be married to one or anything like that.
Why wouldn't you?
No, because everything that's different ain't good, and I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying like any white man that I've dated, they didn't have a firmness behind them. I could run over them. I could get whatever I wanted. I could do. I'm a dominant woman, but sometimes I want to be submissive.
Your nature is to be dominated.
Yes.
Yeah,
but I'm still dominant. You know what I mean? Which is a side of me that keeps sides of what's
none of your business.
It's okay. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's no business. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. So it's just you like to be dominant a bit.
I get that because a lot of times they say that the white the black men are attracted to the white females because they're so passive and the this and the that. So what if the white men are the same way? What if they're so passive? Where I might say something to my boyfriend and it started fighting. He'd be like, argh! Or I might say something to a white dude. He's like, oh my God, baby, come here, let me rub your feet.
So
it's my.
You want a bag? I'll go get you a bag right now.
Hello, thank you.
$1,000.
A car, girl.
There is a very old school like pecking order, which is that you've got the Caucasoid, which are white people. You have the Mongoloid, which are Asians, and then you have the Negroid, which are black people. And the idea is that like the Negroid is the most dominant. The Caucasoid is in the middle, and the Mongoloid, the Asian, is at the bottom.
I can believe.
And so the idea is that the black male is the most dominant, and the Asian female is the least dominant, right? And so the idea is that so you see like a lot of white men with Asian women, right? Because they are like going toward like the least dominant, right? You see a lot of white women with black men, you know what I'm saying? Because black men are the most dominant or whatever. So there's that weird thing. And again, I'm not saying there's anything to it, but I am saying that like that is a thing that's out there.
And then you see the black woman with the black woman because that's the only one that's gonna put up with that shit for a second.
Maybe there's something to be said for that.
So the thing about that is when do you guys watch Brat and Judy?
Brat is that Brat? Jermaine Dupri, the Brat.
Yeah, the Brat.
Yeah.
Okay, so she married BB Judy, which is Judy. she's a mogul influencer. She has her own hair products and all of that. So they did a reality show, and the Brat was just saying that she never thought, which is so awkward, but she said she never thought she would fall in love with a woman.
How?
The Brat was obviously, from the very beginning, we knew what side the Brat was
That's what I was thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
But she said she always dreamt of herself marrying a man. So maybe she thought she would just get these women and play with these women and whatever the case may be and marry a man. But she ended up marrying a female, which is kind of weird because I didn't even know that Judy was, I guess the proper term for her is bisexual because she has kids and she's been in, with men, but they fell in love and they're together and they had this gorgeous wedding and they both bought each other these big massive rings and it's a beautiful thing. So
that's great.
Laris is nonplussed at this outcome. In case you didn't notice
I don't know if Larry just don't want to talk about.
And the studio is very clear how he feels.
No, I'm married lawfully. I'm married, but and that's lawfully, and I mean that. But I mean, for me, I look at it like this. Like the universe is always seeking balance. Like ease is the enemy of like personal growth and development, right?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we constantly need some things. There's got to be some force in our life that force us to continue to look in the mirror and create a better version of ourselves. It's not like lying and disrespect, not good under no circumstance. But an honest motherfucker that you don't like, you can do. I've always said this, look, man.
Keep it 100 with you. That's what you're saying.
Shit, I mean.
The ugly truth.
Yeah, listen, I have been places, man, and I've told the truth, and people would say, well, and I'm like, at least I know he ain't lying. I'd be like, because the girl had the girl hang on me one time. She's like, she's like, I'm about to go to the store. She's like, well, you don't want me to roll with you? I was like, well, actually, I don't. And I said, and it's not because I don't want you around me, but it's because sometimes I get in the car, I like to play the same songs or the same verse over and over again. I like to be weird. I need to do that alone. You like having me time. Yeah, and you know what I mean?
There's something to be said for that.
You're not going to understand it. And but I have to have that time to myself to be weird without anybody looking at me being weird.
Right.
But does it have to be the store though? Can y'all not share like a trip to the grocery store or to like Walgreens?
No, we can't. And then
damn.
Wow.
Because it becomes.
I hate to be in a relationship with you today. Why we can't be outside?
We are not getting Claritin together.
No,
sorry.
Why we can't be outside?
No melatonin. No vitamin B,
Remy,
none of that.
Remy, that's not true. I will say this. Yes, but there are those times when it's just like, you be thinking like, man, you ain't got nowhere to go. I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, there's something.
Yeah, I just need about, just a clean 5 minutes.
Not clean 5 minutes.
You know what's interesting? I love women to death. Let me tell you something. I'm a man that love women. I got a 17-year-old daughter.
Who's amazing, by the way. She's a great, great
I love women.
Woman.
I really, really do. But, like, I noticed some things over my life, 40 years. You start thinking, I'm like, how is this now? I know when people wake up, if I'm tired, I don't wake up. But it seemed like every time, if you ever have laid in a bed with a woman, you ever notice when you wake up, they magically wake up too? And
I have noticed that.
I just
this is waiting on you to move. They're waiting for you to move. Like they're not gonna move till you move. Yeah.
It's the fact that y'all got my boyfriend over here shaking his head to my yup.
You kind of start looking at things, man, and it's.
Cause where the fuck you going? Why you getting out of bed?
I'm waking the fuck up. I'm getting ready to start my day. You can get more rest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I gotta start my day.
So I may be the exception.
Well, we going together.
Because I like to sleep. So the only time when my boyfriend gets out of bed, the only time it bothers me if he's up and he's like making noise. Like if he's really loud with what he's doing, it bothers me and it disturbs my sleep a little bit. Now if I don't all the way wake up, like I might be like, where you going? Oh, okay. And I'm back.
Yeah.
But if I'm having a whole conversation with him, it goes left.
No, we have a fucking dog. So if it's not her, it's the fucking dog. And like I just can't ever sleep as much as I want to sleep. So I'm always.
So maybe I'm the female version of a male because I feel like I be needing me time too because I'm a mom. I have my boutique. I have the boyfriend. I have the bonus son, and it be a lot sometimes. Like
sounds like
a lot of shit hits you.
And you don't even need a lot of time. You just need that
About a good 30
time. You know what I mean? Just
I don't even got kids, but cause these dogs, I be ready to get the fuck. Yep, I be ready to get the fuck up out of here. Now we looking at me like that.
Yeah. So I get it. You do need your me time a little bit, and yeah, me too. We about to leave, but I get it. I understand. I don't think it's offensive if my boyfriend told me he didn't want to be around me or whatever the case may be. Then that kind of stuff used to offend me when I was married.
I mean, it's not. I mean, like, let's not ask questions we don't want real answers to. Just say, I'm coming. Okay, to your point, Remy. Just say, all right, I'm going with you to the store. What's he gonna say? You know what I mean?
He gonna ride anyway.
Yeah.
Even if I want to, he gonna be like, "Babe, you wanna ride with me to the store?" I'll be like, "No, I'm good." Or I'll be like, "Yep, come on."
And he hopes that one day you're gonna be like, "Nah, I need to get something done." I'm playing. I don't know y'all's circumstances.
Oh, so what you're saying? He's secretly asking, "I hope she's saying. I hope she's there. I hope she's."
He got to get ahead of it because if he doesn't get ahead of it, then it's gonna be, "Oh, so you don't want me to roll with you, or what? You know what I mean?"
Yep.
So you gotta get ahead of it. You gotta say, "Yeah, so shoot, you want to go with me while I go shoot some hoops or whatever?"
He trying to make
No, I'm good. Go ahead, hang out with the guys. I'm gonna go with Bella.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's the reality. No, we're talking about. This is my brother here, my baby brother.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey,
All right, we're talking about catfishing and just how people present themselves as one way. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. What they do with them cameras, man, and social media is
Filters.
Oh, they're more than
Sometimes it be
filters.
angles.
Sometimes it be apps that make you squeeze your waist, make your waist
I
tiny.
don't
You
know
can
about
push
that,
all
but I
this
know if I
up.
hold that camera to certain angles.
You know what?
it's
You know what? Check this out. I seen a girl that was kind of thin. She put on about 30 pounds. I hadn't seen her in well over a year. And I told her, I said, now you look good now. And she had a little bit of a roll on her or whatever. And I told her, I said, keep the roll. Because she's like, I need to get rid of her. I said, there's a level of authenticity about the roll. Keep the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, man, we're having a good time.
I can't listen. I love y'all. This was nice.
Yeah, it was fun.
He got the pack. While I've been on the phone, I've been packing. I know she got the pack.
Yes, I have not packed. We have a show in Detroit, and I have not packed. And I have to go to Detroit. I've been on tour. I have gotten no fucking sleep.
Thank you for spending.
Oh, well, no, we appreciate it. Well, I mean, maybe we can meet you in
My
Detroit.
life isn't as glamorous. I just got kids, so.
That is the important. That's the next generation.
Yeah.
That's our civilization.
And
Thank
I
you.
got
Thank you
3,
for spending so much
thank
time.
y'all.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Enjoy you.
Thank you.
Enjoy Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if y'all want me to, I don't care. I ain't doing nothing but packing.
Okay, all right, cool. So you going to Detroit too?
Yep.
So what do y'all? I mean, outside the show, what do y'all do in Detroit? What's in Detroit?
She is on tour right now, so she's going to be performing in Detroit. I'm her assistant slash best friend, camera girl. You know. So I'm right with her. She's an artist, a music artist. If you go to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, she got a lot of followers. She's a writer for a lot of dope artists like Cardi B and so on. She is a movie actor, a content creator, everything.
All right, we didn't realize how much greatness we were in the presence of.
Yeah, she's so humble.
We just thought she was beautiful, but that was all we was really. We didn't know all the other stuff.
Yeah, aesthetically, we knew that she could help out a great deal. Okay, cool.
Y'all should actually check her out because y'all would love her. I can't even. I don't know. What I say might not be enough, so you just have to go check her out.
What's the Instagram?
The Bella Black.
Okay.
The Bella Black. BELLABLAQ.
Oh,
cute.
All right. Bella Black. All right. Well, thank you, Bella Black, for showering your presence upon the unwashed masses such as ourselves.
Right. So what would the thing is that. So the whole point of even bringing up this catfishing thing, and in your case, you're privileged, right? Because you don't have to deal with that, right? It seems like you're in a stable, committed, monogamous relationship. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, but it could be poly. I just haven't found the right one yet.
All right.
See, if you want to say monogamy.
Super interesting.
Okay.
We see that you're very progressive, which is good.
I'm very transparent.
I mean, it's progressive good.
Yes, I am very transparent.
Well, the thing about the reason why we talk about the catfishing is because, like, if deception starts in the beginning, then so there's this thinking, right? I have seen this happen so many times. Now, this is me being a man. And in so many instances, I have seen people present themselves and, there's this, belief that a lot of women have that, I'm going to tell you something. I've said this before, that women just believe, they have the best, every woman thinks they have the best sex ever in the world, right? It's just,
yeah, but I can tell you that's not true.
Well, yeah, I mean, statistically, it can't be true.
Yeah,
there's a distribution of sexual prowess, and
exactly, everybody is different.
The probability
so
of you running to the best is pretty low.
It's like the way I please somebody or have sex or whatever, it might not satisfy that person because he used to something else. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and so the point is that, so what I've seen, this is from a man, it's like, okay, if I can capture you with a picture or Instagram or whatever and get you in the door, hey, guess what, man? You're going to get some ass, and then you're not even going to think about the fact that I deceived the fuck out of you.
But at some point, you got to lay down the D, though, right? At some point.
Yeah,
at some point you got to perform. At some point,
right? I do damn not.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're right about that. Now I'm gonna tell you something. When I was 19, I made a very poor choice. No,
be careful.
Right. What
be careful.
Man made a
be
poor
careful.
choice at 19?
I mean, sure. Just be careful.
I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't want to be, it's a poor choice. If you sleep with somebody and you don't want to be seen with them in public, it's a poor choice.
That's
yeah,
that's fair.
You're right. It is.
That's fair.
Because what y'all together for?
That's fair. I mean, well, I don't know. You know what? So fundamentally, I agree with you that if that's what's going down, you should not be sharing yourself in that way with a person that you have no interest in outside of.
Or that you would be ashamed if somebody's seeing y'all out together.
I mean, I guess so. The question is this. So the question is, I mean, is it purely a function of accessibility that they're just there, or is there something that you actually like about them but it's just that like their exterior is something that you are not comfortable with other people seeing you with.
Well, how would you know about the interior to even bypass the exterior?
Well, and what we were just talking about, it's not given that like their interior is so jacked up. I mean, so look, you just talked about like sleep with somebody you want to be seen in public with. What I'm saying is that like it's possible for a person that is not very beautiful to be very interesting to you.
Okay, because I am a sapiosexual, so that does make complete sense. To your point, yes.
Damn,
Are you questioning this, Justice? You questioning this?
I've come across
You got some data. You got some data to counteract that claim.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know, but I guess I mean,
how many bumps on the log have you seen sitting at my place ever in life? As that, I mean, what I'm saying
it's all subjective. I mean,
sure.
What I'm saying,
has Justice been properly introduced? I mean, I left, so I didn't see what. Did you get properly introduced, man?
I believe so. Remy, this is my brother Justice. Justice, this was Remy.
Oh yeah, I heard him.
All right.
Hello,
So
Remy.
I mean, I heard when he walked in.
all right. Okay. So
hello, Remy.
Hey Jay,
How we
I'm
doing?
Remy.
Justice is a gentleman and a scholar, just like his brother. Well, I don't know if I.
exactly. Right. I'm more of a degenerate derelict. But the point I'm saying is that so you know, we get into this thing and we get to looking around, man, and we get to, and he starts saying, well, so when you get older, you start looking at all the collateral damage, right? Like even if I was attracted to a girl physically and mentally, if you get that combination, and then she had the craziness to like me at the same time, well, she would have to be crazy anyway. But then I'd have to say, damn, do I want to mess with her? Because I might have to answer some doggone text messages in the morning, man. You know what I mean? I just, when I start to think about that stuff, it drives me crazy.
It's like a cost-benefit analysis that you're indulging in here.
Oh, man, if it's... Boy, them text messages can get serious, man.
No, for real. Because
They
why
can.
you not answering my message? Or why you ain't answering the phone?
Yo, I had to be schooled to some shit, man. You know, I got what's that? The Facebook Messenger. People becomes friends with you on Facebook. And I ain't even know, man, that people can find out when you have read their Facebook message. Can you believe that?
Yes, you got to cut it off.
Yeah. So part is just like working intergenerationally. Like I remember very clearly, like around 2007, 2008, I had sent one text message in my life. And then because I was doing a lot of like government stuff, I was interacting with a lot of people that were younger than me, and they were all sending me text messages. And like I had to like adjust to that whole thing. And there's a whole like set of expectations that comes along with like that kind of communication. You know what I'm saying? And like you gotta understand it. You gotta figure out what the norms are. And there's no manual. Like nobody comes up to you and be like, oh, well, somebody sends you a text message, you need to, and oh, if you use iMessage, they can see if you read the shit. If you use Facebook Messenger, they can see if you read the shit. And like, you gotta learn all this shit. Like,
Yeah, but then check this
Ooh,
out.
y'all.
They be having it to
We're
where
old.
you can't tell if they have read yours.
you can.
Nah, man, they got
Hey, you guys.
no,
Or they might have blocked
No.
it and you haven't blocked it. That's right. That's
It'll
right.
say
Yeah.
seen.
Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
seen.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut it short, but I gotta head out. I got an important phone call coming through.
Okay,
Remy,
Remy.
thanks for spending time
Thank
with
you,
us, Remy.
thank you.
You welcome. Y'all follow me on all social media platforms, Alira Ashe or Remy with 7 Y's.
That's what I said.
Remy
Link
with
is in
7
my
Ys.
bio.
I was about to say,
for
girl,
my
that Alira
business.
Ashe, nobody knows how to spell that.
Remy with 7 Ys we can spell.
Yeah.
We're old. 1, 2.
Yeah,
3, 4,
and
5,
you gonna
6,
find
7.
Alira Ashe once you type in Remy. So, you know,
All right, we appreciate you. If you're in Atlanta, we'll have to have you come through, man.
I am.
All right, okay, we appreciate
Holla
you.
at your boys.
You have
All right, thank you for having me. Y'all be blessed.
Thank
All right,
you.
be
You
blessed.
too.
Yeah, so fundamentally, I take issue with the whole process because, and we have to do a catfish too now, especially if we can get the spot at Reverb because, like, it's so, I mean, deception is big if you just meet somebody off in real life, but like social media is like it's the worst, man. I'm telling you, man. People be posting Jags and stuff, and you go hang out with them. I'm telling you, there's no gas in the car. I mean, this is serious business, man. I mean, and it takes a lot of work to keep. I mean, I wouldn't want to live in the hell that these people live in. I kind of try to underplay my hand. You know what I mean?
That was always my thing.
Yeah.
I always said I was a typist.
Yeah, I mean, if I could do it, you know, that's how I do it. I'd underplay it. I'd pretend that I.
Sure.
Well, and actually, I'm not pretending because we're trying to get somewhere. We're not there, but we're trying to get somewhere. But man, when I see dudes like immediately as a man, when I see like dudes like, and they gonna get mad, and I don't care. They can unfriend me. I mean, I don't give a fuck about this shit. But you know, they post stacks of money and stuff like that. Typically, people that do stuff like that don't really have money like that. I mean, unless like I seen, who was it, Young Thug? Oh, I'm sorry about what happened with his baby mom.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. That was really.
Well, those guys actually have money.
They do have.
Yeah, I was about to say like.
I mean, maybe if you're talking about your friend that you went to high school with 20 years ago, posting stacks of money. Now he might not have money, but
or he might.
A world class performer. I mean, he might not be Bill Gates, but he can probably pay his mortgage and car notes and some other things.
The question is, what is his ability to do that going to be after the shine has come off, or the bloom has come off his rose, as they say, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, when you hot, like anybody can pay that shit. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing with that shit that you making now, so that in the future, when it's another motherfucker that's took that place, like what you doing? You know, and that's the thing.
That's a good question. I mean, that's definitely a good question. I mean, we've seen that at least in Atlanta. Not getting off topic, but it would seem like T.I. and Ludacris and Jeezy and those guys, they did well with their money that they made.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, yeah.
Now, these younger guys, I mean, who knows, but man, it's not hard to blow all that, but it's just too much information out there to not succeed with it, I would think, you know?
Yeah, and
I would think.
And what I say is, like, those guys, like, came up in the, like, generation where, like, there was more of an effort to like educate cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think the generation before them, especially like a couple of generations before them, like
spin.
Yeah, and dare I say like Run DMC, like that generation, or whatever. Like those cats, you know, they made money or whatever. But I mean, there were no programs in place, or the money was just super young, right? The money's super young, and like they're not connected with cats that like earn their money through like years of hard work and invest. Exactly, like they just got that money fast, and maybe some cats like that took them under the wings, maybe not, but I just seen a lot of times like these cats that made the money fast, and like that's the thing, you know, easy come easy go. That saying exists for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a person that's just like worked 30 years to become a millionaire, or a person became a millionaire because of, you know, some song you wrote in 10 minutes and recorded over 2 days, you know what I'm saying? Like, the probability you holding on to that money that you made
low.
Between those two, yeah, there's a big difference, you know, between those two situations.
I would have to
fair
agree
point.
with that. Yeah, and I mean, because the more hurt that you go through to get it, the more you hold on to it, I think. I mean, and
you know the value of a dollar, man. When you have to work for that shit, you got to work hard for that shit.
Right. And one of the things that you learn kind of inadvertently is that if I went through this to get here, I know what it takes to get here.
Right.
And that's why when I see a lot of times when people are being flashy, it's like, I know that's gone. Because you don't even know what it's like. Till you lost some shit, you don't know what it's like to. You can't even appreciate no shit till you lose all your shit.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And so, especially as a man, see a woman go broke, you know, if she's young enough, somebody will pay for her to eat, drink, you know, she gonna give up her ass though. Believe that.
Not as many as you would think, but I understand what you're saying.
She gonna give it. I'm gonna tell you something. And they don't care because they're about survival. They'll do some shit you and I wouldn't even dream of doing. I don't give a damn. I ain't got no money. It's some shit I ain't gonna do.
Yeah, and I mean, because number one,
I won't sleep with no other man for no money.
Fair enough. But
but
the most part, we don't even have the option to do that shit like they do.
Right.
Like, it's not even a,
but they about survival. But here's the problem.
That's funny.
Until you hit the bottom, you can't grow. You're going to always be dependent on somebody. Because, shit, once you get it, you're going to be start looking like everybody got to do their job. They got to do this, that, and the other. And you ain't going to let nobody just use you and take shit from you. Yeah, I might give you some shit, but I'm going to take that shit back.
You ever see Fight Club?
No.
You should watch Fight Club.
I will. Shit.
Fight Club is the man movie of the aughts. It's all about men and what men deal with in like modern society. It seems like some weird like bullshit movie, but it's a very profound movie about manhood. Check it out.
Yeah. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. All right, well, great day, man. Good to have you guys here, man. Now we got to get on up out of here, man. We got to figure out there's some Irish people that I missed out on talking to last week because
I know it seemed like there's a redhead in our vicinity last week.
Yeah, we need to go and talk to these redheaded people, man, because they appear to be good people, and I like good people, and I know everybody else likes good people. So
let's do that.
Let it be known, we're here. We'll see you next week. East Point, smoke some dank.
Old National got the skanks.